performance.
That's a wonderful feeling to know that you are very much appreciated. I was on my way up the ladder, and climbing up the ladder was a great time for me.
In 1980, all of Detroit gravitated to Joe Louis Arena as Hearns carried his 28-0 record into a world title match against Mexico's dreaded Pepino Cuevas.
Cuevas is taking the punishment now.
Hearns connected with the right hand in the second round. Cuevas just became a noodle.
There's it going all over. All over. Pepino Cuevas is down.
Pepino's trainer immediately, no hesitation, threw the white towel in the ring. Immediately. That's how devastating that right hand was.
That's all. The fight is over. It ends in the second round. And Thomas Hearns becomes the new WBA welterweight champion.
I said, holy crap, this guy can fight. This guy's bad.
You are dodging that man.
Well, the fact is just what they say. They've made statements that I'm trying to get away from Thomas Hearns, that I'm afraid of him. The only thing that I fear is the fact that they won't pay me the money that I deserve, the money that I want.
Aren't you afraid he's going to beat you?
I'm not afraid of any man.
By 1980, the boxing world had two welterweight title holders, Thomas the Hitman Hearns and Sugar Ray Leonard, who had recently regained his belt in a contentious rematch with Roberto Duran, where Leonard's taunting style frustrated the legendary champion into quitting.
I think that Ray Leonard proved in the fights with Duran that he was more than a pretty face. It was no longer was Sugar Ray Leonard a really good fighter. It was he the best fighter out there?
Are you going to fight Thomas Hearns?
I'll fight Thomas Hearns when he reaches the statue and the popularity of Roberto Duran.
Thomas Hearns was legitimately feared, we believe, by the Leonard camp. Their response was to try to minimize him.
If Hearns does not have the popularity of Duran, who else is there for you to fight?
Tommy, is that your friend there?
Okay, do we have another question?
Buddy? We perceived that as them ducking Thomas Hearns.
But the rivalry continued to simmer as Dundee deferred the fight for nearly a year.
I said, what for? Not now. Let it get juicy, because I can smell it when it's going to be a big, big promotion. I turned Hearns down.
But Thomas Hearns remained Leonard's last barrier to greatness.
Tommy was the best, and I had to prove that I was the best by beating a guy like Tommy Hearns. That fight was the most important fight of my professional boxing career.
The showdown was finally set for September 16, 1981, in Las Vegas, proving the genius of Dundee's delay by promising to be boxing's highest-grossing fight of all time, with Leonard's take of nearly $12 million, banking him the largest salary in sports history.
I'm looking forward to it. And, buddy, you better be ready. You better be ready. All day long. Pop, 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 pop against your head. All day long. All day long. All day long. It'll be one shot.
Everybody in America wanted to be in Las Vegas that night. Only 25,000 people could see the fight, but 100,000 people came to town. It was that big of a deal for the boxing world and the city of Las Vegas.
With Leonard perceived as the classic boxer and Hearns known as the devastating puncher, experts were at odds over the fight favorite. But to the thousands of loyal Detroit fans flooding into Vegas, Hearns was a sure thing.
This was the safest bet in town, betting on Thomas Hearns. People were mortgaging their homes. They were selling their businesses. This was their retirement fund. And everything rested on Thomas Hearns.
This is the feature attraction of the evening. 15 rounds of boxing for the undisputed welterweight championship of the world.
I do remember walking towards the ring, and all I thought about was Muhammad Ali, how he would react at that moment. And all I said to myself was, be the man.
Sugar Ray Leonard.
It was the first big super fight for both of us. It was like life or death. There was no in between.
It was kind of scary. It was like being somewhere I'd never been before.
Introducing Thomas, the Motor City Cobra, Hearns.
And I remember in the introductions, he had this little smile on his face. I just thought to myself, he thinks he arrived.
All the words are now over. We are down to round one, and here we go.
In the first round of that fight, everybody was fixed on those two combatants, and they were fixed on each other, and there was a heightened state of being among all of us.
First round, welterweight championship of the world. It is probably the most talked about fight in history.
Leonard was baiting him, he was staying outside. Hearns was stalking him, just measuring him, trying to hit him with that right. And you could tell, somebody's gonna get hurt.
Round one comes to an end.
After the end of the first round, I touched him on top of the head and said, I got you, son.
And I didn't like that.
And Hearns sticks Ray Leonard, and Leonard feigns going down after the round is over.
And you can't slap me around.
Tommy, he's from the east side of Detroit, you know. You touch me wrong, man, I'm gonna break your head.
He set the stage right there that he's not playing. This is no game anymore. We're fighting.
Round two. First round very close.
In the second round, Tommy stung him.
Early, there's a good right hand. Good right hand.
Bam! Oh my God. Long night.
Tommy was like a cobra. He was bringing the fight to Ray.
Combination that time by Hearns. Once more scores on Ray.
The primary goal was to knock Ray Leonard out.
Hearns stalking his man now.
Ray's sweating, I'm sweating too. I'm saying, Ray, move, Ray.
Right hand by Hearns stands Leonard straight up, and he backs off.
We're going to second round, third round, fourth round, you know, I'm like, oh, what is he doing? What is he doing? Because Tommy is winning.
Hearns' jab is bothering Leonard. There's no question about it.
His jab was so accurate and so fast that my left eye started to swell.
Tommy was tattooing him. Boom, boom, boom. I mean, no ifs and buts. Tommy is winning the fight.
It's starting to build. That fire is getting bigger and bigger. And so far, it's living up to its billing.
Come on, box. Don't look out fighting this guy.
1/3 of this fight is over. We're going into the second third.
Even though Thomas was slightly ahead, I was never relaxed. Ray Leonard was much stronger than most people realize. I knew the explosion was still going to happen sooner or later.
Ray gets inside, left hand, Hearns backs him up. Hearns with another runner with another left hand, and a right hand to the head. And Hearns legs are wobbling.
And from there, the fight changed. The fight totally reversed. Leonard became the puncher, the stalker, and Hearns became the boxer who was evading.
Ray's corner telling him to stay on him, stay on him. Hearns backs up now. Leonard stalks him. Another left hand.
Hearns is still hurt.
Thomas got hit. Thomas got hurt. I mean, we couldn't believe it.
Combinations once more by Ray Leonard. Hearns' legs are still like jelly.
That's the first time we had ever seen Thomas in trouble. We didn't know if he could ever take a punch.
Hearns is against the ropes, and he has definitely had the starch taken out of him here.
They could have knocked him out in that round, I'm certain. And he let him off, thinking he's playing possum. He's not really hurt as bad as this. If I go after him, is he going to catch me?
Right hand misses by Leonard, gives Hearns another moment. He's still hurt though. Combinations right above us. Hearns goes reeling back once more. Against the ropes again as we come to the end of round 6.
At the end of the sixth round, I was threatening to possibly stop the fight.
Most definitive round of the fight. That round could turn the fight around.
But Thomas has tremendous pride and determination.
We doctored him up, put some ice, and brought him back as quick as we could. Sent him back out there for some more damage.
Good left hook, good uppercut left hook.
Once more, Hearns backs
Hearns
up
is hurt.
against the ropes, and he is hurt.
All I thought about doing was keep throwing punches, just keep throwing punches, just keep throwing punches.
And right now, Thomas Hearns is an open book to Ray Leonard. Backs up against the ropes.
And his legs almost buckled on him.
I stayed right in his chest, I stayed right in his body. From then on out, that was my fight plan, to just take the fight to him, to break him down.
Leonard giving a lot of pounding to Thomas Hearns, who unquestionably is hurt.
I don't think Hearns is going to weather this off. I really don't.
Tommy was in so much pain. I don't know how he stayed on his feet. I really don't.
I wasn't so much scared. It was just I was trying to regain my composure.
Thomas Hearns looking every part to beat the fighter now. Another right hand drives him back into the ring post. Crowd is on its feet here in Vegas. We come to the end of the round.
I knew I had him. I said, this is over. I figured it was gone. It was out.
Tommy Hearns is in a land now that he's never been to before.
I knew once that bell rang to go back out there, I'd been okay. All I needed was a few minutes to get myself back together.
Emmanuel was trying to just get him together. He said, don't worry about it. You know, just we got to box him. Tommy, you have